He doesn't believe the Russia story, and he's going through all of the records. He was down there for months. No, this guy is like, if he clamps in on you, you have a problem. And he went for months with a couple of your good friends, right? Cash and some of your friends, but they spent months at the bottom of the White House and the basements of other buildings. I said, what the hell are they doing here? And then one day I made a mistake. I said, I'd like to meet him. He came up, he shook my hand, and then he went off and he went, I literally we didn't even sit down, right? But because he shook my hand, they said, he's in a conspiracy with the president. No, I didn't even know him. I had no idea who the hell he was. All I know is and he figured out the Russia thing was a total hoax. And he was the expert. And it was a total hoax. It was a made-up story. And anyway, when he left Congress, I said, you know, I'm doing Truth because I had hundreds of millions of followers between Facebook, Instagram, I mean, hundreds of millions, like at the top. I had all of them, and Instagram, and all of, nobody had what I had, I think. Maybe, I don't think anybody. And I went from hundreds of millions of followers to nothing. They took it away. For no reason, they took it away. And I said, I have to figure this out. So I said, all right. I started doing press releases, Save America, and they were very successful, but it was a press release, but they were like hot. And we were developing this new thing. And they said, what are we gonna name it? I said, and we ideally get 5 letters. And they had all these fancy names. Usually, a lot of them started with an X in front because it was hot. And they couldn't come up with a name. I said, what about Truth? Sir, he didn't say this, somebody. Sir, you'll never be able to get Truth. It's impossible to get Truth, sir. Why? It's very generic. It's very this. Sir, it's already taken. Why do you say? Because there's no way you could get it. It's 5 letters, right? I said, yeah, but it's 5. Sir, you won't be able to get it. Just, I'm sure it's taken. Check. Go check. Go check. Comes back 20 minutes later, sir, you just bought the name Truth for $2,000, right? Right? You just bought the name Truth. Truth Social. And it's been great. But lately, it's on fire. What the hell are you doing, Devin? I made $7 billion last week. What was it up? 10 billion, no, $10 billion. So I can't get angry and say he's doing a bad job, right? I don't know, but I'm proud of you. But, you know, much more importantly, I didn't do it for the money. I did it because, think of it. This is so cool. A friend of mine said, great guy. He said, this guy, he gets banned from Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. I was on all 3. I had over 200 million, whatever the hell you call them, right? I got banned. I went from being they banned me. My enemies banned me. And this guy came up with this great theory. He said, think of it. They ban him. They disgrace him. And he has no choice. He goes and opens his own platform, and now the suckers picked up $10 billion. They forced me into building a $10 billion. I was forced, right? That's pretty cool. Who would think that way? The guy that I'm talking about is a very sick person, but he is smart. But in conclusion, I hope you've enjoyed this, because I'm only doing this one time. I'm only doing this one time. I'm going to promise, because I'm sure I'm very late for my next rally. I'm sure they're all waiting for me. But this is the kind of thing I should only have to say once. And when they say, he gave a long and rambling speech, no. Say, it was brilliant, please say that. Nobody else could do it. It was brilliant. In conclusion, with your vote on Tuesday, we are going to fire Lion Kamala, and we're going to save America. We're going to cut your taxes, end inflation, slash your prices, raise your wages, and bring thousands of factories back to America and back to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Oh, you know what's nice? Look. I'm trying to tell them because these guys are so crooked. They're worse. They're worse than crooked Hillary, which is hard. But look, everybody's standing. Do you know what I mean, that's a sign of respect. Everybody's standing. So when they say, he gave a long and rambling speech, let them know that before the end of the speech, by a little bit, everybody stood because they heard the truth today. They heard the truth, just like Truth Social. They heard the truth. Again, the word truth. We will build American, we will buy American, and we will hire America. We want to hire people. It's time, right? It's time to put America first, isn't it? I will end the war in Ukraine. Would have never started if I were president. It would have never, zero chance. I said, Vladimir, don't even think about it. Zero chance. I will stop the chaos in the Middle East. That would have never happened. October 7th, Iran was broke. They were stone cold broke. They had no money for Hezbollah. They had no money for Hamas. They had no money for anything. They were broke. You know, in 4 years, I had no terrorism. Can you imagine? And I stopped. I had no wars also. I did, other than I inherited ISIS, and I knocked out in a short period of time, a few weeks, 100% of the ISIS caliphate. And these idiots like Kelly and Mattis and stupid Milley, he's so stupid. They said it was going to take 5 years, and I did it in a few weeks. That's why I went to Iraq. I said, General, and I met a real general, and our military is great. He knocked him. He said, sir, I'd attack him the following way. I'd attack him from the left and from the right. I'd attack him from underneath if we have to. Well, how long will it take? I'd say 4 weeks, sir. What I was told, 5 years in Washington by the stupid people. Anyway, but we have real, and don't worry about them being woke. You could put them in a woke cage for 2 years and they'd come out fighting. They're not going woke. The guys, those few guys on top are woke. And by the way, every one of those guys should have been fired for what happened in Afghanistan. Every one of those guys. He doesn't fire anybody. I fire Kelly. I love firing that stupid guy. But you know what happens when you fire him? If you're me, they go out in the Times and all these people, they go, how would you like to write a book about how bad Trump is? That's what happens. When you fire people, no matter how you do it, nicely or not, when you fire them, they end up writing books, and they lie in those books. They tell you, like stupid Bolton, he's one of the dumber people I met, but he was great for me because every time I walked into a foreign leader's office or the foreign leaders came to see me, including Kim Jong-un of North Korea, where you had no problem. That was supposed to be a war. You had no problem. But when I had this dumb guy, Bolton, he got Bush involved with, you know, destroying the Middle East, right? They attacked the Middle East and spent $9 trillion, killed millions of people on both sides. Millions, because I include the other side, too. Millions and millions of people. They got nothing. They came back. And I said, don't go in, but if you're going to go in, keep the oil at least. You got to keep something. They didn't keep the oil. And Iraq now has $400 billion in oil money in our banks. Can you imagine how stupid these people are? But Bolton was great. He would never talk, but he was with that stupid face and the mustache. And he'd sit back behind me, and I'd tell guys like Putin, listen, Vladimir, we have to do this, we have to do that. And he's looking over my shoulder at that dumb son of a bitch. He's going to say, they're going to blow the crap out of us. So he was a great guy. But ultimately, he self-destructed, as many of them do. But I will prevent World War III. I know them all. We're very close to a world war right now. With these people that we have, these low IQ people that we have right now, we don't even know who it is. So Putin, he's probably saying to himself, who the hell's running that place? It's like, you know, it's the United States of America. We have other countries saying, who the hell is running the United States of America? Does anybody know? Who do we speak to? I don't think you, he just said Obama. That's right. No, I don't give Obama that much credit, actually, because I don't think it's Obama. I know him. No, Obama likes to play golf. He plays more golf than any human being. People that we have, these low
But
IQ
we'll crush
people that we
violent
have right
crime
now.
and
We don't even know
give
who
our
it
police
is.
the support and
Putin
protection and resources and
probably saying to himself, "Who
respect
the hell's running
that they
for
so
this?"
dearly deserve.
It's like, you know,
We
it's
will
the United
strengthen and
States of America.
modernize
We
our
have other
military.
countries
We'll
saying,
build a
"Who the
missile
hell is
defense
running the
shield."
United States of America?
Why
Does
shouldn't
anybody
we have
know?
one?
Who do we speak to?
Our technology, whether you
I
like
don't
it or
think he-
not.
he
And
just
it's all
said
going to be
Obama.
made in the
That's
USA. It's going to be made right here, too, in
I
the
don't
great
give
Commonwealth.
Obama that much credit,
We
actually,
will
because
rebuild our
I don't think
cities,
it's
including
Obama.
our capital in
Obama
Washington,
likes to play
D.C.,
golf.
which
He
is a
plays more golf than
disgusting
any
mess
human
with
being.
graffiti all over that beautiful marble.
But we'll crush
Those
violent
beautiful
crime and
marble columns,
give our
those
police the
magnificent
support and
columns, that's what we
protection
knew
and
how to do
resources
things.
and
We put them up.
respect
You
that
almost
they
say,
so
how did they
dearly
ever get
deserve?
them there before
We will
tractors,
strengthen and
before they had
modernize our
Caterpillar?
military.
How
We'll
did they get
build
them
a
there?
missile
But they were
defense
brilliant.
shield. Why
And they have
shouldn't we
graffiti
have
on
one?
them and lots
Our
of other things.
technology,
And
whether you
we're going
like
to
it or
clean up
not.
our capital, make
And
it
it's all
beautiful,
gonna be
make it
made in
safe,
the USA.
so
It's
that
gonna
when you
be
go
made
there,
right
you don't
here,
get
too, in
shot.
the great
So badly
Commonwealth.
run.
We will
We will
rebuild
teach our
cities,
children to love
including
our country, to
capital in
honor our
Washington,
history, and to
D.C.,
always
which is a
respect our
disgusting
great
mess with
America.
graffiti all over that beautiful marble.
We
Those
will get
beautiful
critical
marble
race theory
columns,
and
those magnificent
transgender
columns, that's
insanity
what we
the
know
hell
how to
out of
do
our
things.
schools and fair.
You almost say, how did they ever get them there before tractors?
And we will keep
before they had Caterpillar?
men
How did they
out of
get 'em
women's
there? But they
sports.
were brilliant. And they have graffiti on them and lots of other things.
I will
And
defend
we're gonna clean up
religious
our capital,
liberty.
make it
I will
beautiful, make it
restore
safe,
free
so
speech,
that
and I
when
will
you go there,
defend
you
the
don't
right
get
to keep
shot.
and bear arms, our
So
Second
badly run.
Amendment.
We will teach our children to love our country,
that Kelly?
to honor
Is that
our history,
Kelly?
and to always respect
Hi.
our great America.
It's Kelly. Another great person.
We
but
will
doesn't
get
matter.
critical race
Right
theory
in the
and
middle of my closing, I
transgender
see somebody
insanity
that
the
I
hell
felt
out of
I
our
had to
schools. And
introduce. After years of building up foreign nations,
And we will keep
defending foreign
men
borders and
out of
protecting
women's
foreign
sports.
lands, we are finally going to build up our nation. We're going to
I will
defend our
defend
borders,
religious
and
liberty.
we're going to
I will
protect
restore
our
free
citizens
speech,
and
I will
our
defend the
lands. We're
right
going
to
to
keep and
protect
bear
our
arms, our
land.
Second Amendment.
And we will stop
Is that Kelly? Is that
illegal
Kelly?
immigration
Hi.
and these massive numbers of
Kelly.
killers and drug
Another great
dealers that are
person,
coming
but
into our
doesn't matter.
country. We're going
Right
to
in the
stop them
middle of my
cold.
closing, I
And
see
we
somebody
want
that I
people
felt
to
I had
come
to
into our country,
introduce. After
but we
years
want
of
them to come
building
in
up foreign
legally.
nations, defending foreign borders,
We
and
will not be
protecting
invaded.
foreign lands. We are finally going to build up our nation. We're going to defend our borders, and we're going to protect our citizens and our lands. We're going to protect our lands. And we will stop illegal immigration and these massive numbers of killers and drug dealers that are coming into our country. We're going to stop them cold. And we want people to come into our country, but we want them to come in legally. We will not be invaded. We will not be occupied. We will not be overrun. We will not be conquered. We're being conquered, just as though it were an army. We will be a free and proud nation once again. Everyone will prosper, every family will thrive, and every day will be filled with opportunity and hope and filled with the American dream. But for that to happen, we must defeat Kamala Harris and stop her radical left agenda. She destroyed San Francisco. We're not going to let her destroy our country. And we want a landslide that's too big to rig. And I think that can happen. I mean, I'm seeing all these close polls. Oh, he's leading by a half a point. He's leading by a point, right? I don't know. I think the enthusiasm, that's one thing. The level of enthusiasm for the Trump voters is more than double the enthusiasm for this person that nobody ever heard of. You need to get out and vote. It's very simple. And again, I don't want your money. I don't want anything. I just want you to go vote. We're going to turn this thing around. For the past 9 years, we've been fighting against the most sinister and corrupt forces anywhere on earth. With your vote in this election, you can show them once and for all that this nation does not belong to them. This nation belongs to you. It does. It belongs to you. It was hardworking patriots like you who built this country. And 2 days from now, it is hardworking patriots like you who are going to save our country. After all we have been through together, we stand on the verge of the 4 greatest years in American history. That's what's going to happen. You watch. It's going to happen quickly. It's going to happen very quickly. with your help from now until Election Day, we will restore America's promise and we will take back the nation that we all love. We are one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. We will never give in, we will never give up, and we will never, ever back down. We will never surrender. Together, we will fight, 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 and win, win, win. We're going to win. We're going to win. We're going to win. We're going to turn it around. We're going to turn it around, and it's going to happen fast. November 5th will be the most important day in the history of our country, and together we will make America powerful again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America healthy again. We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you, Pennsylvania. Go vote. Thank you. God bless you all. Thank you.